Hi everyone, thank you for watching. Today's video I am so excited to do. It is going to be a get ready with me on this look right here, which I am loving. I'm going to be using the new Sigma Beauty Cor-de-Rosa palette and also a few new products in this collection. This video is sponsored by Sigma Beauty, which I'm so excited about. I love Sigma Beauty. They've been a favorite brand of mine for so long and I have been loving this collection. You guys know that I've been really feeling on the Cor-de-Rosa palette, so I'm excited to bring another look to you. I have another YouTube video, I have an Instagram video doing a look. I will link all of those in my description box if you haven't seen them yet, but I am so excited to show you how I got this look. I also am using some lip products, and there is also a new brush set that is available now in this collection. This is the iconic brush set. So in here you do get a makeup bag and then you also get 5 brushes. So I'm going to be using all of the brushes to get this look. Before I jump into the makeup look, I'm just going to go over the collection quickly, but just wanted to say thank you so much to Sigma Beauty for working with me on this video. This one has me so excited. I hope that you guys enjoy the makeup look and hearing about these products. I will of course have all of them linked in my description box. I am an affiliate with Sigma Beauty and my discount code is Samantha. If you're interested in picking up anything in this collection or any other products or brushes, brush cleaners, I will have my affiliate code listed down there as well. But let me go ahead and show you what is in the collection, including this new brush set. So first I want to go over the brush set since this is newer to the collection, and this is the iconic brush set. So you get 5 rose gold brushes and then also a beauty bag, and this is a nice size for a beauty bag also. And I love, if you're a fan of rose gold, like this is beautiful. I love the detail on the bag too. The rose that just is with the palette in that Cor-de-Rosa shade, it is stamped in there. And then inside you also have 5 beautiful rose gold brushes. I love the handles on these. I think that they are beautiful. And the brushes inside, you have the F80, which is the flat Kabuki. We have the F37, which is the spotlight duster. We have the F03, which has been a favorite highlight brush of mine for so long. This is the high cheekbone highlighter. Included is 2 of my favorite eye brushes. We have the E38, which is the diffused crease, and then also the E54, and this is the medium sweeper. So these are the 5 brushes. I use all of them in my makeup look so you can see how they apply my makeup, but I just think that these handles are so beautiful, and I also really like the bag that you get in this set too. The brush set is $89. Sigma has excellent quality on all of their brushes, but all of their brushes also do include a 2-year warranty, which I think is fantastic. I've had several of my own Sigma brushes that I've had for even more than 2 years that it doesn't matter how many times you use them, how many times you wash them, just the quality on them is so fantastic. So I definitely wanted to mention the warranty and that Sigma Beauty is cruelty free. All of the brushes are cruelty free and also vegan. Also in the collection, of course, is the Cor-de-Rosa eyeshadow palette. This is a stunning palette. So you do get a mirror inside. You do also get a double-ended brush. I really love the color of this one too, and you have the E38 and then the E54 on there. This palette does retail for $49, so you have 14 different shades in here, and I love these tones. Again, really excited to share with you how I got this eye look. This palette really inspires me. I've done a lot of different looks with it already. If you can see that my palette is clearly very loved on because I really like the quality, the formula in here as well between the mattes and the shimmers. I just think that they are beautiful, but I have so many different makeup looks that I want to do with this palette, and so I was really excited to finally take this one on because I think that it is beautiful. So that is the Cor-de-Rosa palette, and then there are also lip products in this collection, including the one that I used today, which is still sitting next to me. I do have one liquid lipstick, and this is in Cor-de-Rosa, and then there are also 3 glosses in the collection. It is Lilac Wine, Secret Garden, and then Cor-de-Rosa, and this is the gloss that I have on my lips right now. So that is an overview of the collection. Again, I'll have everything linked down below if there's anything that you're interested in, but if you want to see how I put this look together, why don't we go ahead and jump into that. I am going to start off with the eyes, so I do already have them primed, and then I'm just going to start with the Cor-de-Rosa palette. Okay, my palette is very loved on. I've already been loving this one so much. I had it on my list to include in my favorite section of my next makeup monthly that is going up. I've done so many looks on camera, for Instagram, off camera with this palette because I think that it is so beautiful. One of my favorite shades is Cor-de-Rosa, which is this one right here. So I am going to first take the E38, which is the diffused crease brush, and I am just going to very lightly tap the shade into my crease. I want to do a little bit more of a halo eye. but I like can't not use this shade when I'm working with this palette. I think it is just stunningly beautiful, and I would have to say it's probably my favorite in the palette. But again, I just want to be very light with it. A lot of times I don't do this if I'm doing a halo eye, but again, I was like, wait, how can I work Cor-de-Rosa into this shade? So again, just kind of taking it above the crease and just fading it on the outer part of the eye. Next up, taking the E44. This is the firm blender. This is a favorite of mine from Sigma. Would definitely just recommend to have it anyways. And I am going to use the shade Shakespeare. I really love this deeper kind of berry color. I'm going to start small and work it on the outer part of my eye, and I'm also going to put it right on the inner part too, right here, and just start to build that halo eye. But because it is a darker color, I like to work small, like start small and work my way up so it doesn't overwhelm me. So right now I haven't added any more pigment, but I'm just moving the brush around, kind of again fading it on the outer part of the eye, sweeping it inwards. I love that shade. And I'm going to start small again, really tap my brush off and add it right to the inner part of my eye also. And I don't mind if they connect in the center here. I'm going to put a shimmer in the middle and kind of bring it up towards the crease. So, and I don't, like a lot of times with my halo eyes, I come back and I add more color and build it up, and I'll build up the shimmer. So I don't need it to be perfect at this step, just kind of getting the gist of what we're doing. Once I have the Shakespeare shade where I want it, I'm going to pick up the E54. This is the medium sweep. This has been a favorite brush of mine from Sigma for years. Like some of my first brush favorite videos that I've done on YouTube has featured the E54. So I'm a big fan for sure. And I want to come in with this beautiful shimmer here that is called Dark Night. So I'm just going to pick this one up and I'm going to pop it right in the center of my lid and where I added the Shakespeare shade. And again, just kind of focusing it all over the center part, bringing it up to the crease. I thought that these two colors would look really good together. I've used both of them, but not in this type of like halo eye look. But when I was looking at this palette and thinking about what I wanted to do, I was like, I love these two shades, and together, like next to each other like this, I think they look so beautiful because they're kind of similar-ish in tone, to where it kind of just looks like they're seamlessly like blending together, yet you have a pop of shimmer right in the center, and I love that. I did use my E54 dry. I mean, I really don't feel like you have to wet brushes with the shadows in here, which makes me enjoy this palette so much more. A lot of times I will spray my shimmers just because I like them to pop, but also because it can cause less fallout from the shadows. But again, if you can see, like, I don't have any fallout, so, you know, that's fantastic. I've just been such a fan of these Sigma palettes for sure. From the Warm Neutrals Volume 2, big fan of that one. The Enchanted palette, but something about the Cor-de-Rosa just speaks to the tones that I love so much. And this is a palette that I look at and I have so many different ideas of what I can do. A lot of you know that I say I'm not very visually creative. I'm adding a little bit more Shakespeare. This is when I'm going to come back and just make sure I have the shadows where I want them to be. So a lot of times I can look at an eyeshadow palette and just be overwhelmed and like not really sure what to do. But with this one, I'm like, wait, I have so many things that I want to do. So many looks. I shouldn't say things. It's not a very eloquent word, is it? I'm doing halo eyes too because I just feel like they're pretty fast. I'm just adding a little bit more of Dark Night right in the center. I just want to do a quick sweep again of Cor-de-Rosa right over the top. Just one more time, just kind of smooth everything out before we move on to my face. Telling you though, I can literally play with that shadow all day. That's where I'm gonna leave the eyes for now. Let's go ahead and jump over to my face. So I do have my face primed. I used my Ilia Beauty serum before I was doing my eye makeup to let it sink in while I got ready. But jumping into my foundation, I'm using this one from Rimmel. It's the Lasting Finish 25-Hour Breathable Foundation. So I'm just gonna go ahead and do some swipes here. I'm using a brush from the set, the iconic flat Kabuki. This is the F80 brush. It's such a well-known brush from Sigma. This is one of the first brushes that I bought from Sigma way back in the day, before they knew who I was and was sending me PR and working with me on videos. Sigma was the first bigger beauty brand to add me to their PR list, and I still have the note that I got from that first package saying welcome to the family, because it was such a big deal to me because I already loved their products so much and I'd been buying their brushes for so long. Buying their brushes just felt like such a big deal. Like it was such an experience watching all of these different YouTube videos and having people recommend their favorites and making my list and buying my brushes. I'm just really excited to be doing this video, of course. And the F80, I mean, you can see how fast that was. It is so easy to just tap it in, and I like it because it's just, again, you just have to like literally just tap this. You don't have to be like harsh and swiping. You're not going to get any lines when you use the F80. It's just so easy to really just buff into the skin so effortlessly, and it's going to make your foundation go on so fast. Like, I want to keep touching my face so I can keep talking to you about the brush, but that's it. Like, that's over. It's over. The foundation is on. So this is a great brush though. I still highly recommend it from Sigma Beauty. I didn't realize my camera shut off while I was doing my concealer. I just applied the Covergirl Undercover to my under eyes. My camera has a mind of her own these days. I never really know what it is that she's doing. But then I'm just going to apply some of their Healthy Vitalist powder also. And I'm going to use this fancy brush right here. I really like this brush. I have it as a single also. But this is the F37, the Spotlight Duster. I like this brush because there's just, I want to like throw this brush at you. I really want you to know that I like this brush, okay? I like this brush because I think that you can use it for a lot of different reasons. So I'm just going to use this to lightly put some powder on my under eyes, and it's just going to set it nicely. And especially with this concealer that I'm using, I don't feel like I really need to like pack it on. So this brush is really nice because it just kind of smooths it right over. And then I'm also just going to use it to just lightly run it all over my face. Because again, even with that foundation, like I don't feel like I need a really heavy layer of powder on top. So this is just a nice option to kind of diffuse the powder all over your face. But you could use it for highlight, you could use it for contour, you could use it for bronzer, you can use it for blush. I was gonna say brush. Just kidding. You can use it for blush. Possibilities are just endless with this brush, and I like brushes like that. That you can, and I mean, brushes can be used for whatever you want. Even if something says it's a contour brush and you want to use it as a blush brush, you go ahead and do whatever suits your fancy. But there's sometimes where there's brushes where it's like, yeah, it's really best if you use it for this, or can't really, like, am I gonna use my flat shader brush to buff in my foundation? Probably not, because we would still be here as I was doing that. And there's just other brushes that you're like, yep, I can do whatever I want. So that's it. I love when looks start to come together. I don't often do my eyes first. A lot of times I'll do my face and then I'll do my eyes. But sometimes if I'm working with different shades, like foiled shadows, glitters, things like that, I like to do my eyes first as like a just in case. And so whenever I like do my eye, so when I do my eyes first, I'm like, huh, was this a good idea? Did I do it right? Do I know how to do makeup? I honestly get like very nervous about it, but then once I start to do my face, I'm like, oh, okay, it's all coming together. Okay, like I mentioned, you can use this for bronzer, and I like this brush because it can really diffuse out a product. So I'm actually gonna try my Kosas Bronzer with this because the shade is pretty dark on me, but also I don't know, I haven't found a way to apply it that I really love it. So I'm like, let's go ahead and try this brush because I like how lightly it sweeps everything on, and maybe I will like that a little bit more, because honestly, actually already I'm liking it more than I have in the past, which is good. So I'm just gonna lightly build this up. My foundation is just a tad, just a tad darker than I am right now. I just want to lightly bronze myself up here, my cheekbones, and I'm also gonna do my forehead. See, sometimes you just need the right brush for the right, you know, sometimes you have products that are just a little bit more finicky. Like I've done a whole video on finicky products in my collection and some that I still really enjoy, but you just have to find the right way to apply them, the right brush to apply them with, and then everything starts to come together. Ooh, I think that looks really nice actually. I went ahead and did my brows off camera. I'm just gonna apply some blush. I'm gonna use one of my favorite blush brushes. This is the F40 from Sigma. This is another one that I have recommended for many, many years. And I like this little one. This is a little travel one. That's why it has the different handle on it. But I also have like 3 of the regular ones because it's just a favorite blush brush of mine. I'm going to do highlight before I finish off the eyes. I'm using the one that's in my current Shop My Stash bag, which I need to do an update for that video. But this is from ColourPop. This is in On the Cusp. I'm using the F03. This has been my favorite highlight brush for such a long time. The proper name is the isn't it the high cheekbone? Yeah, high cheekbone highlighter. Love this brush. I've recommended it forever and ever. I know so many people also love this brush for highlighting, but it's just so good. Just one of my favorites. So I'm just gonna highlight my cheekbones, a little bit above the brows here, and a little bit on my nose as well. Do a little spritz before I do my mascara of the Urban Decay All Nighter. For my liner, I'm going to use this pencil from Sigma. This is the Longwear eyeliner. I'm just going to add this to my waterline, also tight line. Sigma also has really nice eyeliners, both their pencil, but the liquid eyeliner too. That one is really, really good. To finish off the eyes, I'm pretty much going to mimic what I did on top. So first, taking some Shakespeare. Just using the E30, which is the pencil brush. Highly recommend the pencil brush. I didn't have pencil brushes for such a long time because I didn't understand what to do with them. And now I'm like, how? I'm going to grab some of Dark Night. I'm just going to use the same brush. And I'm going to kind of focus this one in the middle of my lid. Again, like I said, just kind of mimicking what we did above. And again, keeping the same brush, just going to sweep that into Cor-de-Rosa and use that to kind of blend everything together and smoke out the lash line a little bit more. I love these colors with green eyes. Whew. I'm going to use a clean E30 because like I said, I have a bunch of these, and I want to use Belle of the Ball. I love this shadow. I go into it so much when I'm playing with this palette. It's such a beautiful inner corner highlight, brow bone highlight, just like a pop on the lid. It's just beautiful. I'm just going to finish off with mascara and then the eyes are done. I'm just going to finish it off with lips. So first I went ahead and lined my lips with this lip pencil from Koki Cosmetics, and this is in Dusty Rose. And then I wanted to use one of the new Sigma lipsticks, also one of the Infinity Point lipsticks. I have been loving the shade Deja Vu, just a beautiful nude like I love, but also these lipsticks are so nice. I really like kind of like the pointed tip on them too. I usually just use lip liner all of the time now. That's another thing I used to live without, along with my pencil brushes. But I like this because even if you don't use it, that pointed edge really does help. And they're just a beautiful formula. So let me go ahead and apply Deja Vu. My lighting changed. I once again realized I was filming with my overhead light on, which I absolutely hate because it is not cute at all. And it's been so dark and rainy here that usually when I step into this room to start filming, I automatically turn on that light because there's no sunshine coming through. Then I forget to shut it off. Oh, that makes me so angry. But I'm going to keep on rolling. And I think that this right here is beautiful. Like, I think Deja Vu on its own is such a stunning lip color. and I think that it goes with this eye look so well, of course. But I also want to top it with a little bit of gloss, because Sigma also did come out with a liquid lip and then also 3 glosses in the Cor-de-Rosa collection, and I want to use the shade Cor-de-Rosa. I really like the shade Lilac Wine also, and then the liquid lip in Cor-de-Rosa is also really beautiful. But I'm just going to go ahead and apply some of this kind of right in the center of my lips. That just brings a little extra shine to the lips right there. I love this lip combination. I think that looks so beautiful. But after that, this is my final look. Okay, guys, so that completes today's look using products from the Sigma Beauty Cor-de-Rosa collection. I really hope you enjoyed seeing me get this eye look. I love it so much. Like, I keep looking at it like it's just, I love it. It's just so beautiful, especially with green eyes. It is just popping. I love how the lips came out also. But I really hope that you enjoyed seeing me get this look, chatting about some of the new Sigma products, including that new brush collection. Of course, everything will be linked in my description box if there's anything that you're interested in picking up. My affiliate code with Sigma Beauty is Samantha if you want to use that code to save some money on your order. Thank you so much to Sigma Beauty for asking to work with me on this video. It really meant a lot to me, and thank you guys so much for continuing to support me. It means so much. If you guys did enjoy this video though, you like this look, make sure to give this one a thumbs up. I hope that you also consider subscribing before you go, and I will see you in my next video. Bye.